So today we're going to talk about how to get an 800 credit score. I'll give you a secret. It ain't easy, but it is worth it. I'm Joe Chavarria, and this is the Joe Credit Show. So let's start off by defining what is good credit. Now remember, your credit score is going to range from 300 to the lowest it can be, 850 to the highest. So if your credit score falls in that 300 to 579 range, this is considered very poor. This is basically going to mean you can't get approved for just about anything. It's very difficult to get approved here, and if you do, you're going to be paying high interest rates if you get approved for something in this category. Next up, you have 580 to 669. This is considered fair credit. This is where you can get some mild approvals, maybe some okay interest rates, and you can even get approved for a VA loan or an FHA mortgage loan at this point. Next category is 670 to 739. This is considered good credit. This is where you can get approved for most credit cards, and you can even get a conventional mortgage loan at this point. Next category is 740 to 799. This is considered great credit. This is where you can get approved for just about anything. This is considered a very good category to fall into. And last but not least, 800 to 850, FICO defines this category as excellent credit. They're begging for your business. Lenders are chasing you down, not the other way. So let's talk about how to fall into that category. But first, let me give you some quick facts, because you may be thinking, there's no way I'll hit an 800 score or get to an 850 score. Well, 21% of consumers actually do fall in that 800 to 850 category. That means 1 out of every 5 people you talk to actually have an 800 to 850 credit score. And 1.2% of consumers actually have an 850 credit score exactly. Now that may seem like a low number, but when you're talking about the population, that's hundreds of thousands of people have an 850 credit score. And about 70% of Americans actually have good credit. They'd fall into that 670 to 739 range, which is considered to have good credit. So we'll talk about, is 700 still good? And again, how do you get to 800? Now remember, 700 is good, but it needs to be like a mid to high 700 where we fall into that very good category, because you can get approved for credit cards in the 700s, you can get approved for business credit cards in the 700s, you can get your conventional mortgage approval. So anything in the 700s, preferably mid to high 700s, is still good. And so if you don't ever reach that 800 point, you're still in a good position if your credit score is mid to high 700s. All right, so now let's talk about how to get to 800. Get ready, get your pen and pad ready to go, take some notes. So the first thing we need to focus on is payment history. That's 35% of the FICO score. So the way to ensure that this section of your report is perfect, to have the best chance to reach 800, you need to make sure you have no late pays in the last, I would say ever really, but at least the last 48 months. And make sure you have no collection, no charge-off activity on your credit report. So make sure you take care of all of that first to make your payment history basically perfect. Next component of your FICO score is balances. This is 30% of your score. And here, this is where I would recommend that all your credit card balances are paid down to exactly 1% before your statement closes each month. For example, if you have a $300 credit limit credit card, get your balance to $3, that's 1%, before your statement closes. So that way, that $3 balance is what is getting reported to the credit bureaus each month. Next component of your FICO score is length of credit. This is 15% of your score. And what you want to do here is keep your accounts open as long as possible. I know sometimes you may have some paid off cards, they have an annual fee, I get it, it irks you, or they have an interest rate you don't like, I get it, it bothers you. For the love of God, do not close these accounts out, because the longer you have your credit open, the longer your history is going to be. And again, this is 15% of your score. Fourth component of your score is types of credit. This is where you want to diversify your credit portfolio a little bit. So in my opinion, the perfect mix of credit is one mortgage, one installment, so like a car loan or a personal loan, and about 3 to 5 revolving accounts, so credit cards. FICO rewards consumers who really know how to handle all different types of credit, not just one. So that's why if you have too many credit cards, you probably want to diversify a little bit, maybe get a house at some point, get some little installment loan to kind of diversify. If you have mostly installment, then you want to get some revolving credit. Maybe start off with a secured credit card, but start to get some credit cards going and get them on your credit portfolio so you can really begin to mix this up. And then the last component of your FICO score is the inquiry or new credit section. And here, what you really want to do is just limit the amount of inquiries you have in the last 12 months, because inquiries are most impactful to a score when they're more recent, but they count against a score over a period of 12 months. After that, they don't count. So here I would recommend limiting to about 3 hard inquiries in a 12-month period. Don't have so many so fast, don't have so many in general. This would really help improve this component of your FICO score. So in summary, an 800 plus credit score is achievable. Now remember, 21% of the population already has it. They're in that 800 to 850 range. Now, if you fall short below that, if you're at 740 to 799, this is still considered great credit. You're still getting approved for just about everything. So shoot for the stars, but if you land on the clouds, you're still doing very good. It's going to be hard work. It's going to take some time, but it's worth it. All right, guys, that is my time today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe or follow me. I'm Joe Chavarria. This has been another episode of the Joe Credit Show. You guys take care.